All right. Last day, we're going to start on the ground and be on the ground for about 4 exercises. If you've got a ring or a squishy ball or a heavy weight, you can grab that. Also, if you have an ankle strap you can put on over your knees, you can use that as well. So we're going to start with clamshells. So you're going to support your head with your bottom arm. The top arm, you're going to lean forward into that. Knees are going to be just in front of the hips, heels lined up with your glutes. You're just going to raise that top knee up to about hip height and keep leaning forward into that top arm. If you do have a band, you're going to keep that right above the knees and then just lift as high as you can without your hip rotating back and back down slowly. The feet are stacked. Feel this in that glute and hip. Do at least 12 to 15 of these and up to 20 until you start feeling your glute and hip burning a little bit. And switch sides and do the other side. Same thing, knees in front of the hips, supporting the head with the bottom arm, top arm's in front, feet are connected, and elevate that knee about hip height. If you do have a band on, you can keep it on for the next few exercises and not take it off this whole round. If you don't have a band, that's okay. So after you do this on both sides, we're going to do some bridges. So feet are going to be on the floor, but if you've got a heavy weight, if you want to put a weight on your lap, you can do so. If you've got a Pilates ring, you can put that in between your knees. And if you do have that band on, you're going to keep it above your knees. We're just going to raise and lower. If you do have the band, you're going to open the knees wider than the feet and then bring them back just to neutral where they started. In and out a few times. That'll just add a little bit more glute and hamstring to this. And work those hips while you're up if you've got a band. If you don't, you can just come up and hold. Or if you've got a ring or a squishy ball, you can squeeze that ring in. So get a few in and then add holds for about 3 to 5 seconds. And I want to do about 12 to 15 of these. Next up, we're going to work the low abs so you can keep your knees bent or you can straighten your legs. And then you can keep your head down or you can hold your head up either with your hands or using your core to hold your head up. Palms are flat if you're not holding your head and you're lowering the legs down, breathing out, reaching back, working the low core. You can also do it with a bent knee like so. Just make sure your low back stays flat, core works, down slowly and up nice and strong. 12 to 15 of these, down real slow, abs in. If you can do more, do more. And if you're holding your head, keep your elbows wide. Make sure your chin's down, your shoulder blades are off the mat. You shouldn't feel your neck at all. So after you're done with those, we're going to turn over and do push-ups. So get yourself lined up. If you need to put your hands on a step or a bench, you can do that. Get set. Make sure your heels are forward. Abs are in tight. Lead with your chest down and up. Pushing through the heels of your hands. At least 10 of these. If you can do 15, do 15. Once you're done with that, I'm going to start the round over again. So you'll do the clamshells, then the bridges, either with a band, a weight, a ring. If you want to use a band and a ring, or a band and a weight, you can do that. Then onto the abs, bent or straight legs, then onto the push-ups. Round 2, we're going to be standing up for, so you'll just need a heavy weight if you want to hold weights, or if you want to not hold weights, or if you need a chair to balance, grab that. Then you'll also need 2 medium weights. We're going to do some bicep curls too. So we're going to start with a wide and narrow squat. So if you are going to hold a weight under the chin, in at the chest, toes are open but not turned out really far, just slightly flared. Straight down to 90, back together with the feet. Back wide again. You can step out each foot like I am, when you go out for your wide squat, toes are out, toes are forward. You can also step wide with the right, come together, just narrow squat, step with the left. Whichever way feels better for you. Try to do at least 10 wide squats and 10 narrow squats. Then for the next thing, if you have a Bosu, you can put your foot up on your Bosu, but make sure you've got something to hold on to. So we're gonna do a lunge with the leg kick back. So I'm gonna do it without the Bosu, but if you do it with the Bosu, make sure your toes are downhill, you've got your hands on something to hold. So you're gonna lunge position, right leg's in front first, then you're gonna stand up through your right leg and kick your left heel up and rotate that foot out to the side. Pause for a moment and then back down. Just kick up, turn that foot out to the side. So left foot, pinky toe lifts up, but kick with the heel so you can grab with your glute. Down and up. You can also put your foot up on your step and kick your back foot up. That's a little harder. So 10 to 12 of those per side. Hold on to something with your hands to balance, but make sure your shoulders are over your hips when you're down in that lunge. Then you can kind of tip over as you stand, but then get yourself back square on the way back down again. Make sure your back leg stays out behind you a bit, and then kick that right heel up and rotate the foot out to the side, grabbing that back glute, driving through your left leg. So at least 8 per side of those, up to about 12. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is a bicep curl. So grab your medium weights, soft knees, turn the hands and pull straight up. I'm gonna tilt. So pull straight up, leaning forward, down with control. Keep the elbows behind the rib cage. Up strong, down slowly. If it's a little bit lighter weight, you're gonna do a little more reps. If you're in between weights and you go a little heavier, you're gonna go a little less reps. But if it's medium-ish weight, 10 to 15 reps. Once you're done with that, we're gonna do some speed skaters. So pushing off the inside of that top front leg, push through the toe. If you wanna add the hands, you can add the opposite arm in front. So 30 seconds of this, then repeat all of that. So the wide and the narrow squat, the lunges with the kick, bicep curls, and then the speed skaters. Then the last round is just chest press, burpees, and snatch and grabs. So for the snatch and grabs, go ahead and just set a weight down. If you've got a yoga block, you can set it on a yoga block. Or if you've got a book, you can set it on a book. So we're gonna step right leg, grab with the left hand and switch. Then go 2 times per side. Line your back foot up with the weight, or if it's on a block or a box, with that blocker box. And step 2 times per side. And go to each side about 8 times. After that, chest press. So go ahead and get cozy either on your bench or on the floor. Heavy-ish weights for these because we're doing a bent arm, just a regular press. Shoulder blades glued together. Elbows out. Breathe out as you press up. Make sure your wrists are over your elbows and the heels of your hands are open. You don't want your knuckles down. You want them back toward you. Pause briefly at the bottom. Make sure you've got a little bit of space between your upper back and the floor of the bench. $12 to 15 of these. Then we're going to do some burpees. If you don't have like a kind of a firm-ish ottoman or a step or a bench to put your hands on for the burpees, you can use your dumbbells. So you can put your dumbbells straight up and down, about shoulder width apart. And you can step out, step in, and step up and reach to a calf raise, or you can do a jump. So jump back, in, and up. Try to do 10 to 15 of those. If you can do 20, do 20. And then repeat everything. So the snatches, the chest press, and then the burpees. All right, have a great workout.